All right, here we go. Into the game we go. We are underway. Desktop audio is muted. That was unintentional. And now it's not. Pistol noises are available. I'll also be doing all the observing for this, of course. Not going to try and use auto director if I can help it. But it is Nuke, so bear with me. Here comes the hit. Delta 9 trying to take the impact. There's a player in hell. Dare roll, trying to get some sort of damage as they go, but it's just going to be Delta 9. He's got to back away, and he's getting tagged. He's getting fragged. That's a swift hunt, a swift kill. Popping the decon door will give them a little something, but Vulcan's actually just catching bullets and a smoke in his face. With Peter getting another kill and John G following it up, this bomb goes down, and it's all going to be on the Jet in a 1v5. He's taken the first. He looked like he may have had a little bit of ping difficulties. May have actually lagged out there. Not quite sure what happened. But suffice it to say, he was not long for this world regardless. Don't know what happened there. That looked like Jet just had a little bit of connection issues. His knife's going this time. But that's unfortunate. I mean, he wouldn't have won the round, so it's not like it was the lag that lost them the round, but it is a bit of a bummer he didn't have a chance to pull it off. Watch this upset. I will say, unless Watch This have really been putting time into the game that I don't think they have, I would be very surprised to see them do much of anything against the Bad News Bears in this matchup. He swung so hard he tabbed out. Honestly, might have been. That might have been a tab. Which would be really unfortunate. Alright, Janji's going to catch one through smoke. Just playing the lineups there. Need to follow it up, but the player was already dead. Don't even need the molly, man. Just wants to make extra special sure there's not a second player in that position. Run his protocols, you know, do it right. Jet gonna try and catch them as they go down below. Pops off a shot. Actually does get a connect as Alter's stuck around a little bit too long. Here we go, Delta 9. Here we go. Takes one with the deagle. He's getting run down. Apparently we're back on auto director. I don't want this. Back to Delta 9. Delta 9 gets a kill. Problem is it's just Delta 9. It's just Delta 9. Everyone else is dead. He's gonna get a rifle though. Alright, he's got an AK. That's worth saving. It's a 1v3. Does he want to attempt to go for it? He does. And he's gonna die. Peter retrieves the gun. Retrieves the kill. His third in the round as well with a MAC-10. So he's gonna have that alt money coming in flush early on. Yeah, popped on windows. Look at that window popping accuracy here from Swisher. Looks like they're going to take ground aggressively outside once more. They really want to make sure nobody's going to be able to get into this range. Smoke in from Mini means they're going to be able to wrap with the MAC-10s. There really shouldn't be much doing in this round. You can see the compensation for Watch This has been heavy ramp presence. Maybe they want to work a player in towards secret. That's not going to work. Nade is interesting. It's kind of a weird nade throw. I wonder how often that's effective. You just got to be a bit careful here, and he is actually going to get caught. He just had a MAC-10, so it's far from a catastrophe, but that's a nice tag there. Alter, no reason to stick around and take that fight. You know where one of the remaining two players is. Ooh, I don't like that stutter. And yeah, he sticks around and takes that fight for way too long. That was an unnecessary death. It's just a little bit too much. You know where the player is. You don't have to deal with him. You can wait till players can get in position to throw utility. That's going to be all right. Have Bad News Bears actually signed this roster? Are they playing under that name? Is there a Bad News Bears organization? Is that actually a baseball team? No, they don't have a roster. They don't have an org. They do not have an org. John G gonna get a nice entry in towards the upper site. Now they've got control of A. Still control back in towards lobby as well, so this wrap isn't gonna work out, and this might honestly be a save. Daryl gets one, but the trade is there. No Nguyen follows it up. They don't have the bomb down yet either, so this is problematic now. With control in towards Mini, as that smoke fades, he gets one, but it is traded down to Peter to attempt the clutch. He's going to go down the vent. He has control of the bomb. He hasn't even given off the audio cue, so they're both playing back from the lobby. Gonna be able to get the plan here, no problem. I don't even think they'll hear the squeaky door as it pops. Now they're far too far away. Bomb's going to go down. He'll have chance to reposition. Can't stick around here because the op's going to be coming down from ramp. Yeah, he's gotten back. That's huge. All right, now he's got something to play off of, and they're both coming from the same direction. They do have a smoke, but they don't have a kit. They've closed the double doors on him. They're just going to go for the smoke stick. Oh, Jet goes down. Now this gets tough, but the timing on the spray, he stuck to it a little bit too long, and that's going to be Delta 9 who manages to pull it off. One player surviving. They will get the defuse just barely. Should be able to retrieve the op as well, although it is in the smoke. No, it's just on the edge of it. That's fine then. Going to be able to have this nicely done for watch this, but it's not the best way to win a round. Bringing it down that close against what was a bonus round. 2 MAC-10s, I believe, are in play for the Bad News Bears. Now you can have full rifles. You can have the AWP. This is the round where you got to stand up to them. If the Chicago Bears got into CS, I would have no choice but to stand that team immediately. That'd be the dream. Swisher facing off against Jet. Jet getting aggressive with that AWP, but Swisher holds the angle. Jet, he's coming looking. Does he clear the corner? He does. He gets one in the face. Delta 9's here as well. Delta 9 is gone. And suddenly, just like that, there were 2. Vulcan's going to get aggressive outside. Vulcan's going to get his head plastered along a wall. And nice spray down for Daryl. Okay, fair dinkum. He's taken 2. This is, again, too aggressive. Giving him multiple opportunities fighting in 1 by 1. The trade will be there. That round, a little bit too expensive. Bit too much aggression on them. I'm noticing that from the Bad News Bears. I think there may be a humbling coming in one of these rounds where they chase a couple kills a little bit too quickly. But I can understand the urge. Obviously, they're going to be against an eco, so it's unlikely to happen here. But let's see what Watch This can do. No jet ultimates to make your ecos easier in this game. No knives. Just good old-fashioned gunplay. Spongy kills everybody. Spongy kills everybody. Swisher kills the remaining 2. Okay. Easy peasy. Clean round. Not even really damage done back. 0 concerns. Zero concerns. This is Mike Darf. This is Mike Darf. You've come to the right place, Ryan. You've come to the right place for the Mike Darf. All right, Jet's got an op. Let's see what he can do. Where's Jet? Watching outside. They've got a player down secret already. Run's been pushed back. Control towards lower has been established. Oh, this is going to be a world of hurt for Delta 9. He nearly gets the kill. Nope, he doesn't. It's going to be John G instead who plucks it away. Now they got control deep by the shutters. And honestly, this could be a save already. 4v3, obviously the bomb hasn't gone down. Depends on what Vulcan can do. Vulcan can't do anything. Suddenly Jet's the last survivor. He definitely should be saving, but where does he even go to save? The bomb's not down anywhere. So he's going to try for this fight. He's now been spotted. They know where he is. They can plant upper with 0 concerns in the world. They can plant lower with not many more concerns. They are going to opt to plant the bomb A. What's up, Mitch? Oh, Jet. Close up. A little awkward. Clear at the angle. Always a little difficult when you're full scoped in. And Alter just waits for him. Alter collects. 6th round for Bad News Bears. And they are kind of just walking Overwatch this in the early ones. That's Spermy? What's up, Spermy? Spermy, did that movie where you played Jesus ever come out? I need to know. I need to know. There was a movie that Spermy was playing, coming out soon, just finished shooting in Egypt. You were shooting in Egypt? Damn. I really need to see this movie. Three more months. All right, chat. Everybody needs to know. What's the name of this movie going to be, Spermy? Oh. Everybody's dead. I don't even know who to spectate. Everybody's dead at once. I need to know the name of this movie. As soon as it comes out, Passion of Blessed Mary. All right. Not my usual fare. I'm gonna be honest. Not my usual viewing fare. But I will watch this. Oh, Delta 9, last alive. 4 players up. Oh, he's gonna get knifed! John G, a little much there. He's gonna get a rifle. They're chasing. They're chasing. The knife wasn't gonna happen. Peter tried for it. Bad News Bears already in full send it mode. Oh, man. It's looking rough. Vulcan doesn't have a kill yet. That's not ideal. It's not like anyone's doing too great. Delta 9 is, in fact, top fragging, so it seems like Spermy called it there. But, not a lot more working out for them. All right, who's this player pushed up? Cleared by John G. He's too smart, John G. You can't slip it by him. I'm slacking on my observing here. Relying on Mr. Otto. Can't be doing that. Let's see if Vulcan can hit the shot outside. Nope, John G's not going to give it to him. Instead, Delta 9's going to get one. Delta 9's going to get, not two, but a lot of damage onto Spongy. You're talking about free ADR. That is certainly ADR. Now 3 players are stacked up. There's the spot. The molly means they can't peek, but, oh, Spongy can. He realized players were there. Whoa, he re-peeks that? He re-peeks that? That's nuts. Ryan, I actually don't think I can let you co-cast on this. Sorry, bud. Think that would violate the partner whatchamahoozies. Swisher collects 1. Daryl, yeah, smoke is rather misthrown. He's completely exposed from the other side, and he should be dead here in a moment. Is he gonna get the stick? Oh, Swisher. Swisher's messed this up. He doesn't realize there's still a player on it. They're gonna defuse right under his nose. The smoke was good enough. The smoke was good enough, and that round is won. Woo! It is a personal stream, but it's part of the Esea partner program, right? That I have access to these GoTVs, even though I'm an Esea caster. So, don't think I can do that one. So that was a bit of a mistake from the Bad News Bears, playing fast and loose. They do allow a second round through to watch this, getting a defuse that they desperately needed. Now let's see if they can build on it. Looks like a fast play coming through. Delta 9's gonna have to be good. He is for a moment. He takes 1 and a little bit more, and that's probably enough. Problem is Swisher trades it out elsewhere immediately. Now the take's coming in towards lower. Gwen's been able to get back behind the cooling tower. Can he hit these shots? He can do a bit of damage. The molly's at his feet. He's got to do more. Those people actually a lot of damage on towards Swisher, but it's not quite enough, and now they've got control of lower. Bomb can go down. Daryl might try and make this play through smoke. He's going to and gonna get spammed straight in the dome. I don't even know if he was visible. Somehow doubt it. But suffice it to say, he's not gonna do much. Vulcan gets a kill. Jet gets overwhelmed, so it's all on Vulcan now. He knows he has to clear Janji, and he won't be able to because Janji, well, Janji's pretty tough to contain. Pythor, do you have authority over me at this point? I don't think so. I think I've got seniority on you, even though you're technically an employee and I'm not. All right. Let's see if Gwen can get something here. The peek in is good. The shot, not quite there. And that's going to be the only attempt. He had to catch the player with the smoke in hand. That was the timing. Spongy's actually going to get caught by this scout of all things. But now they've wrapped the player mini. That should be just about it. Jet's the last survivor. He's got a deagle. It's better than a sheriff. I will give him that. But no knives, again. No jet dash. No cloud bursts. And a shot upside the head. If anyone wonders why I'm making all of these Valorant Jet references, their name is Watch This. That's what Jet says when she pulls out the knives, if you somehow haven't tried Valorant. I know a lot of people consider that the game that must not be named in Counter-Strike broadcasts. Meh. It is what it is. Double hopping. Wen's going to hit a shot. He's looking for more as well as he'll shut down the Schmallow. So that's a nice play. Daryl trying to catch them, but they're actually already through the smoke. Did he find Janji there? The spam's coming back the other way. He finds the tracers. Okay, this round's looking interesting suddenly. Now just don't fumble it. Don't give them an opportunity back in. They've already found 9 rounds on the T side. They're looking for the double digits. Janji cruising. Waiting for the smoke to fade, seeing if someone's going to get aggressive through it. Watch this. They've been a little bit prone to doing that, but with the double op, with the 2-man advantage, they really should not. Here comes the smoke. Here comes the play. That guy's down towards lower. Don't know why I'm watching him, because here comes the vent drop. Now the threat's going to be on for Delta 9. Pressure coming through. Janji looking to see if someone's going to be following them. Instead, Alter is going to plant with a player right above him. Delta 9 gets that pick. No problem there. Did not clear it out. And now the bomb is lost. And with 34 seconds, the round should be as well. They're making noise. Janji was trying to lure a player back in. It worked. Too well. All right, Peter gets one. Peter wants damage now. This is a damage game. He's being flanked. He realizes it, though. He gets that kill. Can't do any more. Decent attempt. Does the second op get retrieved? There we go. It did, just in time. Chick gets it. And watch this get a third. So the double op's still here. Are they going to challenge Silo again? Try and roast some marshmallows? I suspect not. They're actually setting up for eventual plays here with the smokes, and the smokes do go down. See how their outside execute works. Nice smokes. There's no gap here. Not going to be able to do much of anything. The footsteps will be heard. Do they go for the spams through? No, not yet. And Janji's actually found a kill elsewhere. They gave the op to Janji. There's the gap. But everybody's passed. Missed your opportunity there. Tried to get aggressive. Didn't work out. Trade is there. Janji holding this. Janji holding this. Begging for Vulcan to peek, but Vulcan can get the shot without having to peek back into the angle. Now Janji waits. He lurks. He wants that shot, and he's going to miss it. It's all onto Vulcan. But Janji will hit the second. So 2 kills for Opera Janji in the round. He's been picking that gun up a little bit. He's going to give it back. What do we get here for watch this in the penultimate round of the first half? Trying to desperately get towards 5. That would give them a fighting chance. Perhaps. Oh. Noises made towards Mini. They should be able to hear that, but they're just going to go down secret once again. Why not? Worked last time. They're going to make it work again. Spongey's going to get the first. Spongy looking for more. There's multiple players in the vents. They're being exterminated. Swisher's actually going to get caught, but everybody else is dead, so it doesn't really matter. 2 players down. Basically irrelevant at this point. Just a blip on the radar screen. So we've got 2 ops and a scout. One of the ops is glass cannon here. Don't know that that's going to make too much of a difference, but they will try. Delta 9. All right, Delta 9. I'm watching the wrong guy. Delta 9 going to get 2 and going to fall away. Delta 9 towards the ramp room has been one of the pieces that's actually been working here for watch this as they try and get this last round. Peter's going looking. Peter's going to spot. Don't want to give him another chance at that shot as he takes the leg off of Delta 9. And they'll be limping on one ankle. Gwen's coming on the flank. They're not ready for it. Spongy's not ready for how fast that was. They were pushing the periphery. Peter's going to hit 1. Peter's looking for more. Don't challenge him. Ooh, it works out, actually. Catching him mid-hop, but that was very dangerous indeed. Still 4 surviving in that last round. And watch this. At least do have 4 on the board. All right, so halftime break here. I'm going to be honest, there's not a lot to analyze. There's not a lot to break down in this one. The Bad News Bears are dominating. Watch this, playing very loose, trying to make some plays. Delta 9's actually been decent. We've had bits and pieces. The double op coming out definitely gave them a little bit more firepower that they needed to match. All right, here comes the taps. Peter's going to get one. Janji's looking for more now as they go outside. That's nicely done. Oh, going to give him a lot of opportunities here. Here comes the drop. He was anticipating it, but Daryl wins out the day. Now it's all on Spongy. He's alone against 3. It was a decent setup, but watch this. We're prepared, and they just won the pistol duels at that point, at that juncture. Spongy will be able to get down to where it's lower, but this bomb's going down, and there's nothing he can do about that. And he gets domed as well coming around. He will get one more kill, but has to try and escape, and Jet catches him as he retreats. So a pistol round that was very much needed. But watch this, and they do win it. Nade in. Whoa. That's a good nade onto Daryl. Alright, Daryl. Down to half health. He's got a player up on the silo to help him out, but Janji waiting in the smoke could be deadly. Needs to back off of it. Is Janji going to pull off this play? No, he will not. The flash was not good. I think that was thrown from his teammate to try and help him out. Decent attempt at a setup. Just not going to work out here. And Daryl continues to press forward. Just has to avoid any more Deagle bullets. He's a little bit vulnerable here. So far, so good. They got control of outside. They can start to pressure in towards heaven. And it does look like that's the idea. Work Vulcan over here. He'll catch Swisher coming off the ladder. Has that kill as Swisher even had utility out at the time. And well, this round isn't becoming much. Just call me auto director. Cut that kill right as it happened. Oh, Spongy lands on someone's head. Peter gets one more kill. They're just trying to do damage at this point. They did do an okay job of it, to be fair. It's an expensive round. 3 players will need to reinvest. Problem is, Bad News Bears had forced up, so they're going to have to take a chill pill themselves. And suddenly, watch this, they're shrinking this lead. Always easier to get these T-side rounds in when you're playing this kind of fast and loose style. It's once the ops come out that we're really going to see what we got. Daryl with the swing. Daryl with another. All right, Daryl on these entries, decent. Making it work, and there's the follow-up behind him in Vulcan. Suddenly, this round was already not going to happen, but that was a nice little wrap into Mini. Starting to gain a little bit of appreciation for this. Watch this side. They're going to take that round with 3 surviving. Dealing with the players up and towards heaven, no problem. Now it gets interesting. Op is out for Peter. Everybody else has got a rifle. There is 1 kit on Swish. Fair chunk of utility. They're going to threaten outside. They have to know this op's a possibility. There's a gap. Can't leave that gap. Not against Dirty Peak Pete. He's got the first. He's claimed a life. And look at this aggression from Spongy elsewhere. He's already got control in towards radio. There's 2 players holding here. Oh, if they come through the smoke, Spongy's going to kill. Spongy's going to kill. Time to back away, Sponge. He's got what he needs. And he backs off. There's another player walking out the smoke, but this time it works. A little bit awkward timing. Swisher is trying to check in towards Mini, and that's actually be his second kill as Alter was on top of the cooling towers. Nice read, nice check from Vulcan. Very dangerous now in towards the site. As they burn, they're forced out. That should allow a bomb plant here. Vulcan, does he realize he secured it? And look at this positioning from Jet now. I don't think they'll expect him here. No! Spongy walking knife out means that it's all going to be on the Janji, who has repositioned. Oh, he would have seen a player. If he'd stuck into that angle for just a moment longer, he would have seen Vulcan come around the corner, but they bail out. Now they're headed towards lower. Opportunity missed. Don't even know if he would have seen that on his screen. They're going to plant down towards B, and Janji's going to be in a 1v2. Rotating through secret now as these numbers get punched in. Janji will make his approach. Player behind the cooling tower. One right on top of the bomb. They're not moving. They're not flinching. He's clearing out these angles. Not making noise in doing so. If he peers over from control, he might honestly just spot Vulcan out here in the open. But no, taking the smart angle. He's looking for Jet instead as the first point of contact, and he's got him. That prompts Vulcan to swing, and it all works out. Watch this. See the first gun round through. And now the threat is on for the Bad News Bears. This lead is only 3 long. They were already playing in that first half like they were feeling might already be done. That's not going to be the case. Yes, I see. Not quite. Not quite. Overconfidence, allowing their opponents back into a couple rounds they maybe shouldn't have. It seems like nothing in the first, but then suddenly some things start going awry, and maybe you start to get a bit concerned. There's a gap in this smoke. There's only a P250 to check it, though. Peter will spot the player going in towards Mini, so they know that's there, and Swisher does get a kill. They don't expect him to be here. Peter, so close to making that something. Very dangerous indeed. Spongy will do some further damage, and Alter does have a rifle here, to be fair. He's taking the high HP player. He's taking another. This could be a clutch. Molly doesn't cover him. The nades are found. He's got control of the bomb. Jet has to come to him. Just trying to make life uncomfortable for him. If he had a nade, he could clear him out, but that's not going to happen. Now he's on top of the hut. There's the spot, but Jet's quicker on the trigger. A 3K for Jet, and watch this take that through. Now, that was a round they should have had. Things started to go out of control, and this is a dangerous team with the Deagles in their hands. What's up? Flom is raiding with a party of 929. Holy cow. Thank you, Flom. Welcome aboard, Flom crew. You might know me from the Mythic League Cups and Steel Mike skins. Welcome to the broadcast. This game is just getting interesting now. Oh, Peter. Should have known to spectate him in the early round. Already found a pick outside. But he did this in the last gun round as well, and they weren't able to convert. Janji with a secondary op wants to work his way in towards Secret. That's bold. Is the bomb on top of Mini alone now? Okay, Daryl's backing out. Why is he alone outside with the bomb? This is very dangerous. There's kills going elsewhere, but I just wanted to see where that bomb would go. Now comes the pressure in ramp. Spongy's looking for more. He's going to get more. He even gets the last. Okay, Spongy, just dismantle them. Just dismantle them all. Daryl's going to try and see what he can pull here. Creeping. Moving. Going to get some shots onto Spongy. That'll prompt him to drop down towards the ramp room, but it's not going to be the killing blow he was hoping for. Expects the flank here from Alter, but Alter's just a little bit too quick on these swings. Doesn't need to take that fight. He will win it. And that will give the Bad News Bears their first round of this second half. Now, admittedly, they did it cleanly. So now there's a lot of cash flow coming in. We'll see if this represents a trend. Emptying out the pocketbooks for watch this. They do have util, but not much. Not much at all. Lots of pressure coming outside. Peter should be watching this, but there's smokes down for them to cross, and he's back in towards the locker. So they could have a path here towards Secret. He's looking to see if there's a wrap, and he's just going to hit the timing shot. Peter doesn't even need to see you to get the dirty peek. Meanwhile, Janji's down by Secret. They're not expecting the second op to be here. Alter's gotten a kill up top, so now it's just these remaining 2 players, and Janji, he's looking at the next corner. He's ready for this angle. Just going to be Delta 9 and Jet. They're stuck in. There's nothing they can do about it, really. Janji's even going to retake that corner. That's bold. Will they expect him here? Nope, they do not. One dead. Little bold on that. Little too bold on that, Janji. Let's see what Delta 9 can do here. Couple of those repeaks. Inadvisable. But that is the Janji playbook, and Swisher will make sure that that's where the bloodletting stops. Bad News Bears. Securing 13. Keeping their opponents down. Ryan, are you going to make me ban you from my own chat for spamming? Alright, we're timing out Ryan as soon as Twitch lets me. There we go. Simmer down, Ryan. Simmer down. Simmer down. Oh, it's a massacre up top. This round wasn't likely to do anything. it's not going to do anything. That's going to be 14 for the Bad News Bears. Now, this is a best of 3. If you're used to old seasons of what is now Premier, what was previously named after a certain beverage that I think we probably shouldn't talk about on stream anymore. We're best of 3 now, which is great. Every game's going to be best of 3. It's divided into 2 groups. Every team in the group will play every other team in the group in a best of 3 series. Much more engaging and interesting individual games. I haven't actually checked what the rest of the veto for this series is yet. Chinese killing people outside. Alter's killing people outside. We're back on auto director. Oh no, and I switch away at the wrong time as Vulcan gets 2. Sorry, trying to reclaim control from the robots here. Bomb will be found. I hate observing Nuke. That wasn't even a Nuke blame. That was just me blame. I'm glad you can see these crosshairs, young buck. Should I untime out Ryan now? Has he behaved enough? Let's see, where is he at? Have to scroll up to find him. I actually can't even. Nah, he's just gonna have to wait the 10 minutes. I can't find him in this view. Alright, it's all down to when. He's gonna be able to get the bomb. Be able to get down towards lower, get some space. We'll catch Swisher outside the vents. Going pretty quick. Free firing it. The Swisher swings off of that, catches the kill. That's map point found for the Bad News Bears. Since they finally won a round in the second half, they have run them all. This is about what we expected from the get-go, but it is still good to see. Sometimes teams get into the situation where they start to nosedive into playing a little bit too aggressive, a little too trolly, and it's hard to pull up from that nosedive. It is hard to pull up from a stall once you willingly lock yourself into it. So it's good to see the Bad News Bears go, okay, that was enough fun. Pull up from the stall. See this map through. One last round for Watch This, potentially. They've got some util. They have the 2 Tech 9s, 3 rifles to play with. Let's see what they can do. I see you're all having very fun, good fun with the timeout. Don't worry, he'll be back soon. Pause coming in here. I would assume... Okay, Alter's got 204 ping. I was going to say, I would assume at this juncture it's technical because I'd be surprised if Watch This called attack. But yeah, Alter has a huge ping spike, which would explain everything. This gives us a chance to look at the board. John G, 24 and 13. He's just been so good lately. He is hard to keep down. This opping, I still don't think it suits his play style, but he is definitely picking up that secondary op a lot in this team, and I'm kind of curious about it. Peter's been very good. We got Spongy, who is locking down the ramp room on their CT side, picking up some good frags, 22 and 13. He was also really good, actually, on their attack. He was getting some entries of his own, which isn't typically the role he plays, but he was pretty good in it. So, all in all, everybody's hitting on the Bad News Bears side. When, not great. His last rosters in Counter-Strike, he was playing as a coach. Not playing, he was coaching. Having a bit of a rough game, but, you know, it's all right. Got the elite scoreline here on Jet. Almost perfectly. That pesky one getting in the way. Second half ADR. ADR statistics reset at the half in these servers. Vulcan's actually doing quite well, considering he was bottom of the board for a while. I think Vulcan was 0 and 6 at one point. It's pretty impressive of a turnaround for Vulcan. Just need to warm up. Maybe he's just going to be a god in the second map. Alright, Alter, has your internet simmered down? Nope, not yet. I guess we're just waiting on that. I don't know what's going on in that regard. Let's see if the bot's working. Should be kicking in just a few moments, I think. Yeah. Okay. Should be kicking in probably just the next minute. That it'll be back. There we go. Freeze time has been canceled. So not too long. Alters pings down to an acceptable number. 69. Nice. And we should be able to get this last potential round underway. Let's see what Watch This can do with the limited utility, limited weaponry. They can maybe crack one through. It hasn't looked good for them since the gun rounds have been hitting for Bad News Bears, but you never know. Fast play is what they're looking for. Daryl's going to go gunning his way through, but he is so blind and so very dead. It's all onto Jet, and, well, that didn't take much longer. Couldn't even switch back over to him. So that's going to be map number 1. All that pause, and that's how it ends. It is the Bad News Bears who take the first map. Well done by them. Very well done indeed. And, yeah. Don't know quite what to say about that one. It was a very loose style from both sides. Bad News Bears got a little bit too aggressive, I would say. Getting a bit eager to chase some kills. A little unnecessarily. But they knew they had this one in hand fairly early on. And that was just very clear in play style from both teams. I think that for Watch This, if the talent is there, right? They just haven't necessarily been super focused on Counter-Strike of late. So if they're back to playing for Counter-Strike and they're serious about it, and they're putting in the time, this could be a team to keep an eye on. There's some talent there. There's some interesting names. We'll see in the second map. There's still another map to play. Let's see if we actually do have the veto here. I see AGM in chat. What's up, man? Let's see if we have the remaining maps on this veto. Come on. Don't let me down, HLTV. Tell me the secrets. Looks like we're headed to Mirage next. Miragi for map number 2. Now, I've watched a couple of Bad News Bears games on Mirage. They're really good at it. It's not going to get any easier here. It's not going to get any easier. In fact, I would say it's going to get substantially more difficult in map 2, based on what we saw from them in the Cash Cup. They were dominating. So, I'm going to take a quick break here. Throw to some music. We'll be right back. We'll be back with that second half in just a moment. Don't go anywhere.